What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this gameplay might be extremely old, and I do apologize. I haven't had too much time to hop on and record anything. Life has just been very busy, so I hope you guys can understand. But obviously, there's been some really hot information dropping about the next new Battlefield game that is going to be, I think, coming out maybe, 2025. But they did say, if, worst comes to worst, it'll be early 2026. But regardless, some really cool information has come out. And I got to be real with you guys, I genuinely hope DICE does not screw any of this stuff up. We are in an emergency situation when it comes to the Battlefield franchise. And we need every last bit of this to, go well. But ladies and gentlemen, before we go and dive deep, if you guys are interested in more content just like this, don't forget subscribing and hit that bell. We post daily here at 8 1 Eastern Time. And of course, if you guys are interested in any of my live streams, I do stream Monday through Saturday over on Twitch, starting between 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, if you guys are interested, got a link to that channel down in the description of this video. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and start off with the first thing here, which is from Tom Henderson over on Twitter saying, Battlefield Labs' first playtest starts this week. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard that correctly. And that post was put out, when this video is going live today. It is about 2 days ago. This post was put together by Tom Henderson. So according to him, the playtest should be going on basically either right now or going into this weekend, which, as we all know, expect leaks, ladies and gentlemen. Anytime any development team puts out a massive playtest like this, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have some person with their phone taking some really, horrible resolution picture of what the game is going to look like, or maybe some horrible resolution videos. Who knows what the outcome is going to be, but I guarantee that very shortly we will be seeing some leaks of the next Battlefield game, and I'll be real with you guys, I'm kind of excited. I know I should probably be keeping my expectations very low after a game like 2042, but in all reality, I think the most of my excitement comes from the fact that I'm curious if it can get worse than 2042, which I genuinely don't think they can do, but, I've been proved many times before by multiple different teams that, things can always get worse. But I think that's where the majority of my excitement lies. But, obviously keep your eyes peeled. And again, if any leaks come through, I'll be covering it on this channel, of course, so subscribe and hit that bell. But I really want to hyper-focus on the fact that I hope DICE really just nails this one. Takes it home when it comes to this playtest. This is huge right here, DICE. This is nothing to play around with. This is your chance to be able to formulate a solid experience for your overall community. And if they don't take advantage of this, we are going to be in for a rude awakening. And it worries me because they're talking the talk right now, but will they walk the walk? They showcased to us with Battlefield 2042 that they are willing to change the game around for the community. But guys, I'm just going to say it. I don't want to, bring any bad, karma over to Battlefield right now. But Battlefield 5 did the same thing, where they pushed with their own individual visions with the beginning of the game, and then slowly had to make it better for the community throughout the years of its life cycle. And, we all thought that they would learn from that, and, they would overcome. And instead of learning from that, they do the same thing with 2042. They completely forgot about the whole process of having to build up the game for the community, and once again dropped another game that was completely irrelevant, that nobody really even cared about because it was not even Battlefield. And we're all sitting here thinking to ourselves, what just happened? So who's to say it's not going to happen a third time? Yes, they built up 2042. Yes, they made it a better game. But, who's to say they're not going to pull the same thing they did with Battlefield 5 and just reset, push forward with their same vision, and, just make a game that is completely random and nothing like Battlefield. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm saying it's a reality. And I hope EA DICE does not take this path whatsoever. And also, I need to touch upon the actual community themselves as well. Guys, please, this is not a glorified demo. This is a playtest. So if you signed up and you were lucky enough to get into this playtest, give your feedback. You're not there to see if the game is going to be worth your time or not. That's not the case. You're there to help critique the game and point the devs in the right direction for what makes Battlefield and what will be the perfect experience that will last for years and years and years. That is your goal. And it stresses me out because, we all talk the talk when it comes to Battlefield dying. And same thing with Call of Duty, right? But every single time a new one of these games gets announced, millions and millions and millions of people are pouring in trying to give it another shot. Battlefield, the new one that we're talking about here for this playtest, got over 1 million signups for the playtest. And that is with no advertisements. That's with, zero knowledge to the public of what this test is about. This is I don't want to say it's a tinier version, but it's probably just spread from word of mouth. So I'm hoping, really hoping that, although it's 1 million plus people signing up for this, these people are willing to put forth good effort and understand their role of being in the playtest, because it's not just for you. You have to understand this is for everybody, ladies and gentlemen. If you're going in there, you should be critiquing it with the mindset that you're trying to make this better for the whole community, not just for you to make up your mind if it's a good game or a bad game and if you're going to purchase it or not and then go about your business. No, your goal is to go in, hyper-focus, problems, things that the community might not enjoy, balance issues, how they might be handling class. We don't even know what the class system is going to look like yet. We have no clue. That is your job right now. Make sure it turns out solid. But ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, I want to move on to the second topic I have for you guys, because I saw a rumor over on Reddit from a user that goes by Used Coat saying, rumor, Battlefield 2025 could feature a map editor in Portal mode. And I thought this would be really fun to go ahead and bring up here. It says, according to the Brazilian website Battle Hub, Battlefield 2025 might feature a map editor for Portal mode. I'll actually go ahead and leave a link to this Reddit post here, and you guys can go to that Reddit post and then click on the link to the Battle Hub, thing. I already clicked it. It's good. It's just like I said, it's a Brazilian website, so you're going to have to go ahead and translate everything if you really want to go through the effort. But the moral of the story here is that, apparently, there's no truths behind this just yet, but the next Battlefield game might actually feature a map editor. Now, again, I know we're just discussing rumors, but I always love talking about stuff and speculating different ideas and concepts. And honestly, this just sounds outstanding. And I want to hear your guys' opinions about this as well. Wouldn't it be absolutely outstanding to be able to go into Portal and actually edit your own maps and style? I mean, let's be real here. Isn't that what we all thought Portal was going to be? Portal was a little underwhelming when it came to 2042. I personally believe when people first saw the trailer for Portal for 2042, they all kind of believed that, it was going to be a mishmash of everything. You can, put forward whatever vehicles, weapons, time periods, whatever Battlefield title you could think of, implement certain, props and stuff from those actual maps themselves and, fill up empty spots or just, create your own masterpieces within Portal. I think everybody had the same mentality. But then it came out and it literally just turned into a server browser to find hardcore servers. And I mean, yeah, they might have some different style of servers trickling, here and there, but a lot of them were just bot killing servers. Couldn't you level up or something in the beginning of the game off of something in Portal? And also, like I said, the realistic servers. That's all that came with it. It the whole concept of Portal was a disgrace. I'm just going to be honest with you. It was an absolute disgrace. It was nothing that anybody expected. But in all reality, if this is true, that will be massive, because that right there is exactly what people were expecting out of Portal itself. A mashup of everything in the Battlefield universe into one game and giving you the freedom to create and do whatever the heck you want. And then obviously, if you want to, you could put it into a live environment. The one thing I would request, though, out of this scenario, if, of course, it becomes true, is an option to work off of a blank slate. I think that would be phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. I understand a lot of people are going to enjoy, hopping onto previous maps or, maps that we already played and adding more stuff onto it or changing some stuff around, so on and so forth. But wouldn't it be awesome just to have a blank, open slate where you can just build and just be creative and do what you want to do and not have to work around what was already there in the first place? I think that would be absolutely phenomenal. If that's introduced as well, that would be really, really cool. And we could see some awesome introductions into the game. I guarantee it. Almost like Forge from Halo. You know what I'm saying? Just give us, a blank open slate and we could just go in and do what we want to do, build what we want to build. And, the creative people out there are going to make some pretty awesome masterpieces. Of course, if the ego of, the devs won't get in the way of, having the community possibly putting together crazier projects or crazier maps. But we'll see how things turn out. But ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. Make sure you go down in the comment section and leave your opinions about how you feel about all this stuff. Are you excited to see potential leaks for the new Battlefield? Do you believe this playtest is actually going to be beneficial for the community? And also, when it comes to the rumors for, an actual map editor, how realistic do you think that is? Do you think that's a possibility that could happen this time around? Or do you think that's pretty far out of reach? Again, Portal was a concept. I think they wanted it to be bigger, but it was just, it's just the introduction. It was a horrible introduction, but that's what I consider it. I mean, you never know. You never know. They could be really pushing with Portal and trying to make something big out of it. In my opinion, it will be the perfect side mode for the Battlefield franchise. Forget about Battle Royale. Put together a crazy, version of Portal, and we'll be eating. But, ladies and gentlemen, as always, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. We post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern Time. And, of course, if you guys are interested in any of my live streams, I do stream Monday through Saturday over on Twitch, starting between 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, if you guys are interested, got a link to that channel down in the description of this video. But, as always, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.